Brew Pastures was kind of born out of a very difficult season of life that I went through. And in the midst of that, I attended and actually went to something called Beer and Bible. I didn't have to lead anything, I didn't have to do anything, I could just kind of show up, and we spent time in the scriptures. I found a lot of personal encouragement, and it was just a great 1 year really of just going and kind of healing.
I think for me, the thing that I really like about Brew Pastures is our brew groups. We meet at a specific brewery, and what we do is we just sit there and we read one chapter of the Bible, we read part of it, people will share what the scriptures speak to them. So what for me is I get a different perspective of what people think about the Bible, which helps me. And then again, the other part that I really like about the group is that you get to meet different people.
After about a year of going to the brew group at this guy's house, I just felt so loved and so cared for. It was really cool. And the guys were so nice. We spent time learning out of the scriptures. And I just thought, that's something that Brew Pastures needs to incorporate.
What I like about attending the brew group, especially the brew group that I'm in, is the pureness, the heart, just how the guys come together, the testimonies, the love of God. It's mind-blowing. I can't even explain it. Every time we have a group, I want to come in and learn more.
We are now expanding across the country into different breweries and pubs. And the whole idea is just to create a safe place for guys, and now we have co-eds and soon to have women's groups.
I actually studied religious studies in my undergrad and got a chance to study a lot of the Bible, but the academic approach is very different from coming and meeting with a group of guys who are more interested in the faith approach. So for me it was very interesting because I could come and listen and reflect on the scripture from more of that faith approach, but still try and bring in some of the stuff that I remember from the academic approach and see how those might help each other or where they might have tension with each other. And I just really enjoy that dynamic.
There's a lot of really good conversations, a lot of good points that these guys shared. And I love these guys, and I'm so glad that they're here and willing to do that.
I think for all of us, we're going through different things in life, both good and bad. And by being separated, that's kind of how the devil likes to work, and we don't really get that experience to know of the things that I'm going through in my life are also very similar to what another man or woman might be going through as well. So just being able to sit down and connect on a weekly basis is just great to see how life is going, and then dive into the Bible and really hear what God is teaching us.
I heard about Brew Group from one of my neighbors, which happens to be part of the Brew Group. And the reason why I joined the Brew Group is to connect with other people who share my Christian beliefs and to enjoy friendships, and I also like beer. I like a good beer.
The future of brew groups is really unlimited. We have brew pastures now popping up all over the United States, really, and any brewery or pub, really kind of the craft beer community is what we're focused on.
Something I've really liked about brew groups is just the community. After working for a few years, having a family, I noticed I didn't really have very many guy friends. So coming to brew groups has really provided that for me, just a good support network that I've been able to share things with. They've supported me through a lot of challenging situations, and it's been a really positive influence in my life.
If you're interested in maybe leading a brew group locally or somewhere out of state, maybe where you're saying like, wow, we could do this here. Yeah, you could, and we'd love to hear from you. Just hop on our website at brewpastures.org and let us know. we'd love to get to know you and hopefully get a brew group started in your area.